In theory, we are streaming now. Hopefully, we're all very aware of that. And hopefully, the stream is actually working well, which is what I'm going to test now, just to be absolutely sure that it's working well. I'm going here. Alright. Okay, now hopefully... Oh, okay, that's not what I was going for. Let's go here. This. Okay. Hopefully everything is working as intended. Yep, sounds good. Cool. Alright, headphones off. There's still a small delay, so for anyone who'll ever watch this, ever join, I apologize for the delay that exists. So, hello. Hi everyone. This is me. I'm Dingo. The Wild Dingo, to be more accurate. I'm here to game and basically have some deep talks about thoughts, life, universe, everything we could possibly come up with that we want to talk about, that we feel the need to talk about. Whether it's controversial or not is not an issue here. We're just enjoying our ability to think about stuff, to enjoy our thoughts, whatever they may be, because, well, this is already starting the conversation. Bad thoughts are, well, they're not necessarily bad because we can use them to analyze so much things within our mind that there is a very big, I would say, a very big side to it. A very big, like, good side to having bad thoughts in a way is you have more material to work with sometimes and more to uncover than quotes happy people have, only because, and that makes sense, just like in sports, the more obstacles the stronger you get in a way. So you're able to have more understandings and go deeper into things purely for having more material to work with. So just know that if you have bad thoughts, it can be it can help build like steps or a ladder, however you want to call it, to a much better future with yourself. Not saying happiness, not happiness, successful, not successful, but just being more complete with yourself and happy with being with yourself, because at the end of the day, that's the entity that we spend the most time with, us with ourselves, right? So, you know, this is it. You are wondering, I personally have a very annoying disease that is causing a lot of pain, so I use this as medicine. I get it with the license, actually. It's a medical thing, so you'll see it on the stream for sure. And right now we're just gonna walk around, do some stuff in the game. Whatever come up to our heads, we will talk about. I'll try to vocalize everything that I think about, as problematic as it may be for me, since I'm not used to it. I need to make myself used to it, because I want to put this out there for anyone it might help to. Yeah. You know, this is quite a special day. I've been planning to stream for so long. It's been probably over 3 years of me thinking about streaming, and probably more than a year or two since I've decided to stream and made like the whole YouTube channel skeleton thing and everything. So this is me actually doing this, looking here on the screen. This here is the screen where all my stream stuff is, where I tried to make everything happen the way it should, which was not too complicated, but more complicated than I've expected, honestly. Yeah. All right. This is an interesting decision. Just by the results, I can see it could be interesting. So, the citizenry have proposed a festival in remembrance of the Atlas. Atlas is sort of the creation of God that created the universe in No Man's Sky in a way. It's very complicated. If you play the game, you know. If you didn't play the game, highly recommended to play. This wasn't too much of a spoiler. There's so much into it. So, though such an event may prove expensive, polling indicates 96% of the citizens approve of the spending. Citizens don't know that we will go exactly to 71,000 deaths in unit. But in this stream, happiness is above all. So we're endorsing the event because we want our citizen to be happy. Because money comes and goes in the game, just like in life. You can have a lot of money and lose it very fast. You can have no money and earn it very fast. You can do it slow, or fast. Either way, money will come and go, unless you're like filthy rich, I guess. And then I guess your body just kind of boils in itself and creates more money, but that's a different thing that I haven't experienced. So I can't really put too much on the subject. Already at 62, we were at like 30% when we started with this. So that's really nice. Now, let's go out here because I did get a new pet, a new companion from a friend. So what I want to do is go first here, and we will have to let one of my pets go since I am full. As you can see, all the slots are filled completely. It's actually a good question. What should I let go? They're all so cool. I think I'll let him go, purely because I know exactly where to find him if I want. He's on a video on YouTube. If you all want to, you can search it. Some cool companions in No Man's Sky, you'll find it. Yeah, so unfortunately my weird little turtle, armadillo, werewolf, you're gonna go away. And now, let's hatch this thing. Oh, damn, that's a big egg. That's a big egg. Holy moly. Eddie's gone. Jesus. That was quick. Alright, let's bring it back. So we would need more creature pellets. So we can feed our creatures, right? Highly important. We'll do this. And our creature is gone again. Alright, let's bring it back. This is a little bit of a bugged creature. I've expected it to be. As you can see, it's because he's so big and whatnot. This is part of the reason. Oh my god, this is fast. This is hella fast. Do you see this? This is like flying with a damn spaceship. Holy moly. That's what I was hoping to get one day. I didn't expect a friend to just drop it down on me. It's not a friend that I really know. It's someone that I was part of a group exploration from the Game Hub stream yesterday. The Game Hub, look for him, is hunting loads of ships. So he did a group exploration after his ship meet stream, and one of the guys there was flying this thing. And everyone was talking about how fast he's moving from super far, and no one knew what it is. And then he asked if someone wants an egg, and I immediately, of course, said, yes, please, sir. I would love one. I was so far from this. I have the hitbox of the giant. And so yeah, I got the egg, and that's what it was. So I've expected it to be quite buggy. I just didn't expect it to be that buggy. but definitely worth the experience. There's just okay, so just for the nice comparison of things. So this is that, and now I'll show a quite normal flying companion. Really good one. Also enlarged. But speed comparison. I know that's that's not the speed. Yeah, so that's the speed. As you can see, quite decent, faster than walking, quite fun. It's like what, 10% of the speed of the other one, less. Yeah, that's nuts, actually. Now let's try the other flying companion, which is technically, sorry, excuse me, technically an expedition animal, also a bit more enlarged as much as was possible, but to my knowledge not so much. And he's relatively fast, she, whatever the hell this is. You see, that's relatively fast for walking or fly or jetpacking, maybe. Jetpacking not so much. If you jetpack with a middle glitch. Exploit glitch. Exploit. I think it's better to say exploit. So yeah, as you can see, this is nice. Like this was actually really nice, like a luxury. So the other one is really crazy, I would say. I would try to not curse as much as I usually do. I just randomly curse a lot, nothing specific, but I'll try not to, so it will be a bit nicer for whatever. And from what I've heard about YouTube algorithm thing, it's better to, you know, keep it a little cleaner, which is nicer. It's nicer to talk in like a civil language. I don't have really high education and whatnot, so, you know, I have the high words, the sophisticated words, not really in my vocabulary too much, though I started reading more and more, so more in English, which is my second language actually, which is why it will get better. It's getting better and will get better, as with everything. That's the fun thing about life. Everything can get better. As everything can get worse, of course. Of course. Things got worse for me quite a lot of times, for quite a while. Still things get worse. Time to time. A lot of time. It's quite normal. I've started to learn how to... Yeah, kind of... I don't exactly want to say deal. I want to say live. Just... be okay with whatever things gonna be, like however they go, however they flow, it's fine. Whether they go bad, whether they go good, either way is like, I want to remain fine with it, which is something I've been working on now for a little while. I mean, okay, something I've been working for a long time and was failing. I did the quotes because there's no really failing. It's like as you're failing, you just, as we go back to having bad thoughts, as you're failing, you basically just, you're working more, so you have more lessons that you go through. And something that I've experienced, the more I've ignored the lessons, or sometimes just got them a little wrong and thought that I got them wrong, and I was just pissed that it keeps coming back because I already got this. Why do I have to go through this again and again? And well, in all honesty, I didn't have the right answer, as annoying as it was, since no one is really there to tell you, which maybe it's a good thing, because I did have people in school to tell me I was wrong at stuff, and that wasn't fun either. So, you know, I guess either way there's no like a good way to go through it. It's not the most pleasant of experiences when you don't really know how to deal with it. It means life at times, and it really depends on the type of mind you have to how difficult going through life is going to be. Our minds differ. I mean, some say we all have the same mind and so on. We're all built exactly the same. Like biologically, yes, I assume we're all built exactly the same, unless some of us are aliens. I assume, I guess. Our minds differ a lot, in my opinion. My opinion, of course. Each one can have its own opinion. And basically, this is gonna happen a lot. I'll forget where I was, and as long as there's no chat, because it's just me talking to myself, and no one is there to remind me what I was talking about. So we'll jump off subjects because it's cool and it's funny. You know, in this process, while we're doing all of this, let's go and try to look for some paradise planets and whatnot. That would be fun. Paradise planets or moons, those are really nice to explore. They're really pretty. Let's go and have some exploration as we talk, because otherwise I'll just get stuck looking at the same building and you'll all get bored. All means me, since no one is here to my knowledge. If someone is here and just doesn't show up, hi. Where is it? Let's go to my freighter, so we can warp wherever. Sorry for that. Little thing is there on the corner. It's gone now, so you can have a prettier experience. The music is nice. Discovered by Die, which is a notorious PewDiePie. No, the notorious PewDiePie. I don't remember exactly how to spell the name. The game out, as I said earlier. Yes, where are we on the map? We're there, so this is not good actually. We want to jump to a different galaxy. Mabacious. Let us go. Yeah, let's go to the portal. We'll go into a random portal. We'll be fine. Where was I? It's such a good question. So much to talk to. So today I actually got the chance to observe some thoughts that were... It was an interesting thing. So this whole observing part was... It goes through the day, but this specific one that I'm referring to, it was something that lasted seconds, barely. So quick, so fast. And yet, observing it was timeless in a way. So, and one of the first times that this observing part happened completely, how would I say it, simultaneously to everything happening. So it really happened at the same time. So as the thoughts were happening, I was observing the thoughts, which was super cool. Observing, I didn't see thoughts, of course. Observing is just, general word for seeing, even if you don't see with your eyes. So imagining, you can call it. Although, for anyone who doesn't know, seeing with our eyes is partially imagining too. Not that you're imagining that someone is there, like, but that's a mental illness that exists that we all know of. Not to joke about. I'm just gonna put random glyphs and see what happens here. Alright, nice. Shit, what was I? See, I said shit. How would I say it? I would say that I forgot mostly what I was saying. That I was observing my thoughts today. Jesus. See, my thoughts just sleep away. There's so many of them. They just come and go. Just so many of them are not even related to me. They're just random things. Oh. Nice. That's... Oh, wow. We got the rings through everything here. That's pretty. Let's go have a look. So the rings are from that giant star. That's cool. It's a rotting moon, but honestly, this rotting moon looks really nice. Really nice. And so yeah, the absorbing the thoughts. That was super interesting actually. So for the most of it, I actually bought some books. I would be more specific about it. I bought books from the It's called the Open University here. So it's a university you can learn with mostly learning on your own at home and not necessarily going too much to the university itself. To my knowledge, you still have to go a little bit, but much less than normal university. Oh man, the thing is done. This gives boost for my jetpacks, so I can fly longer. Yes, so I got the books. Now, a teeny tiny quick history is that I finished like high school and everything. It was fine, but it wasn't really fine. So like it was more than I hated school. It was mostly that it gave me a sort of a post-traumatic experience. Not that I was abused physically or anything. It just was it abused my mind for a long time. I didn't like school from the very first grade. It was always known. I was okay at school. I didn't want to be there from day one till practically the very last day. So learning and books, lessons, courses, whatnot, all of this got a very bad connotation in my mind. Very, and it's a similar reaction to like a post-traumatic experience. So every time, like once I had to go to a class for once you get a few tickets while driving, which I didn't get at all. Then you have to go to like a class thing that you just go over the like what you do in the theory exam, go over this kind of stuff again. And I remember just being in this class, just going, and it was actually a classroom in a random school, like first to sixth grade kind of school. And when I sat there, the amount of feelings that were rushing into me was, it was horrible at the time. It was really horrible. I didn't enjoy it one bit. I felt extremely nervous. I didn't want to be there at all. I regressed completely to being like a 14, 10-year-old, whatever, whichever age you'll choose that I was in school. It was practically the same. And I was probably 25, 23, I don't know. And so immediate regression to this school Dingo that just couldn't handle it and just shuts down and it's just cares only about stuff on the table. I personally love to dismember pens and whatnot. That was a fun experience to pass the time. So yeah, getting the books is coming from something that happened lately, that all of a sudden my interest to learn got bigger and bigger as I was working on myself. Partially through meditation, a lot through meditation, but not only, not specific meditation, really hard to say. You can get specific once someone will actually be here and ask questions. I can be more specific about stuff. This is going online though. People are gonna maybe one day see it and they're gonna learn about me. And it's perfectly fine because, yeah, I've got absolutely nothing to hide. I didn't commit any crimes that I will, you know, yeah, I'm good. People can know whatever. So I got these books. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna tell stories. This is gonna be amazing. People are either gonna love it or hate it. My friends are in between. It depends on their mood. They either enjoy my stories or really want me to get to the point. But I personally, I don't have a very specific point. I know that we started from a specific point, but it relates to so many subjects that the point itself is not as important as the whole the whole the whole actually. It's not a whole story, it's a whole, it's in general. WH, of course, not HO. Because it's all together that shows the explanation and the point in the best light. And not the best light that it's the most beautiful way to see it, it's just in the best way to understand what I'm trying to say, I guess. I'm sorry, that's directly to you. I'll do it to a different side. Yeah, let's take a ship. This one or our latest find that we love. So yeah, I started to want to learn again. I started to get my interest in subjects like math and physics and astronomy. Just awoken a lot. Astronomy, obviously, this game helped a lot to this feeling and everything. Gaming in generally definitely was part of the healing process. Sometimes in a bad way, sometimes in a good way. But definitely also now, especially in a good way. Look at that, the rings just creating a roof practically. That is awesome. I'm gonna remember this. Let's take a good position to take a nice picture of this, so we can have it saved. Yes. So where was I? Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, let's do it like this. This. That's good enough. Oh, that's a problem. You'll have to excuse me. I have to go give my dog a few pills. She has some anxiety from loud noises that occur in my area sometimes in the last year. So I will be back in a minute. So, assumption no one was here. And no one arrived. I mean, if you extremely welcome if you're here. Just a random assumption. Let's go see the planets here. So I was talking about this whole books thing that I got. So learning was an issue for me in general. Learning, I loved learning stuff, but it just in short, like in not in shorts, but in videos and whatnot, and I'll just get a small part of information of something and move on. ADHD style, I'm sure some of you can relate. And right now, all because I'm watching myself. Again, if you're here in the game and the thing doesn't show me you're here, my apologies. Absolutely welcome. Please, I would say hi if you're here. I would love to chat with someone. So yeah, as learning was an issue, and it got better now with the time, and I started to want to learn and get more interested, and I saw more and more videos on the same subjects more and more, and wanted to get deeper and wanted to understand more. Because and the thing that was intriguing for me in math and physics and astronomy is that's practically life itself. Math doesn't seem like it, but it's the baseline to understanding how the universe itself work and how it functions within itself and with us and everything. And so with me wanting to understand more with the meditations and everything, that I wanted to really just get more and more understandings into everything. What do we have here? One sec. Oh, we have a paradise moon. We have a paradise moon. Do we have a dissonance? No, right? No. Alright, let's go to Ucho G41. Sure, skis. So I wanted to learn, and I started to try and find, and this type of university, this is what I call the open university, has the ability, it has books that is more orientated to self-learning. And since I still have the issue with learning, I didn't want to obviously jump into a course and stuff, since the last times I took courses, even if it was something that I was a bit interested about, I regressed a lot, and it wasn't an enjoyable experience in any given way, unfortunately. So I didn't want to go through that way. So I started to figure out that I can actually read faster and faster than I normally did, than the usual reading speed that I had throughout my life. And so I figured I'll get books, and I'll just learn. Simple as that. So I got myself 2 books of math, a pre-academic math, and also a book of astronomy for people that still don't know the deep math and physics of stuff, since I obviously don't. That's a nice paradise moon, but not exciting, is it? Although that is freaking cool. That is just cool. I wonder if at some point throughout the game it goes across it, because, you know, I assume things move in the game. But also, yeah, once you discover it, it's an existing system, so it won't like regenerate something special again. Oh look, crushed freighter. Pretty. Interesting. So I got the books, and I got a phone call today right as I opened my eyes, practically, as if my brain knew that I'm about to get a call, which is amazing. If our brain can predict such things, it means it can read waves and frequencies that it's completely not supposed to, I assume. Which would be super cool. Anyway, so I got a phone call, and the post office was here, and he wanted me to go out for the book, so I did, which was a horrible experience to just wake up and open the door to a bright sun. That was, I grabbed sunglasses for like 10 meters. It's probably ridiculous, but it was a mandatory thing for my survival. So I got the books, and I saw the package, and the package says the name of the university, and my heart had this little, he missed it, like it was startling because for me seeing something like regarding studying, it freaked my brain out for this fraction of a second, but it readjusted and it was fine because it remembered what I just ordered the package, that I didn't register anything. And yet, when I opened the books, I was both excited and for a moment there, I was terrified and extremely stressed, anxious. All the feelings from 12 years of high school were just in a fraction of a second just flashed in. But at the very first time, my brain also reminded itself, because the first thought that actually came up, it was hilarious. It's like, oh no, there is so much material here. I would never get this on time. And it's amusing because time for what? Time for who? You know, it's a leftover feeling of knowing that there is exams and tests and homeworks and whatnot. And I just knew there's no way I can make it, you know, no way that I can make it on time. And then I remembered, like, it's for me. I want to read this and do it for myself and no one else. So there is absolutely no deadline. Like these 3 books, I hope they won't, but they can take me 30 years for that matter, and it won't matter a bit really to anyone else. Maybe some people will be disappointed, but like, who gives a fuck? Oh, sorry. So yeah. So this whole process of thoughts. Oh my God! Can you move? Oh, move away. Normally I can just press it from here. Oh, here. Nice. Sorry. Oh, grassy planet. Rainy planet. Rainy planet. All right, we have some things to go through. Nice. So. All these feelings that I felt, all these thoughts that I thought, they were all together were like just 2 seconds, probably 2-3 seconds. It was so quick. But I also, that's the part that was amazing for me, is that during that time, I could actually feel like I've seen this like as a film kind of thing. It's an old film that just runs like this horizontally. I don't know how to call it actually. And that's water. Where's the rest of the planet? And it was amazing for me to actually see from the side the process of everything that was happening. So both the bad thoughts and the counter thoughts that relaxed my brain, that were like, no, it's good, don't worry, this is something you long for. And it's true, because part of those feelings in the mixture, what left over in the end after all those blunder of feelings that I had was excitement, which was something I didn't expect myself to have out of math books until practically now. And this was the most unusual feeling I could have ever had regarding these kind of things. This was so strange. Be excited that there is a math book in front of me that has a lot to learn from. Because learning lately became, I don't want to say the reason, it's the first thing that popped in my head, like the reason to live. I wouldn't say learning became the reason to live, but it became a very big part of the reason, which was problematic for me in a while to really figure out the reason. but and I don't think I really exactly know the reason yet, but I think I understand the principle of it a little more than I used to. As fun as it sounded even a few months ago, like that's a big change in over a relatively small amount of time. The reason I stop like this is not because it's so pretty, is because there's actually crashed ships, which is not why we came here, but if it's here, why not, you know? Let's land, see if we can find the ship. Oh, maybe I was wrong. So yeah, I was excited, and I still am. I still haven't touched them really. I mean, I just blurred through them to see what it looks like inside, which was when I had all these feelings. And we have a ship. Oh, it's on a different star. All right, let's go. Let's see. See what it is, what we're dealing with. So yeah, I just didn't have time today, unfortunately, to really sit down and go through, like, actually start the books. Perhaps later, might happen. Not really at the moment, since I'm here with you. Hey. It's amazing for me that I can see myself talking and everything. Something that I wasn't sure I'll be comfortable with, even knowing that I'm talking to myself right now, practically. Very strange feeling. Very free. Very free. Because, yeah, everyone's gonna see me either way. So, might as well be feeling good about it. This is, and I apologize if you like it, but this is an ugly ass ship. Yeah. We're gonna reload this so we don't even waste a fragment on it. So I'm extremely excited to start loading math. I've started a little bit through YouTube. There is a very someone specific that I was watching that I was very recommended of, and rightfully so. It's amazing, but I only did the first part that it just explained some of the basic principles that you need for the level of math, like high school level stuff. Because I'm 29, by the way, for all the me that definitely knows about it already. Now let's see if there is a, what you call it, full ship landing. So, oh, we're green here. Nice. How about showing me some good ships, game? Not like that. That's not what I was going for. C-class, 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 oh, C-class. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. That I was excited. I've been talking about those books for a long time now. Though on the books themselves, we've probably been talking for like 30 seconds. They look very intriguing. It's so interesting to see those kind of stuff. It would be interesting to learn on my own. I mean, it is extremely comfortable that in our day we can actually have YouTube have actual, you know, university full courses just published on YouTube. Just, I mean, you're not getting the certificate out of it, but you're getting the information, and for me, that's all I want right now. It's really all I want at this point. What do you want? So yeah, I can't imagine what it will be like to really learn math on my own from a book, giving myself homework practically. It's not really, of course. I will just work on it whenever I want, as much as I want. Which hopefully will replace as much as time I've spent doing things that weren't really benefiting me in any way. Not that I did something too horrible, but just doing nothing. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Not that I accuse in any way. It's something that we all do, and it's something that we sometimes need. I needed it. Obviously, there's nothing we do that we don't, in a way, need, because we're gonna reach wherever we need to reach in the end, whatever it may be. And the way to get there is through going to our life, whatever they may be. For me, there was a lot of good, a lot of bad. Hard to really define it. Oh, we got a pit. Ah, cool. Look at this. But yeah, life can be very harsh and very good, and it can be both. So it can be and that's a freaky thing. Like, you can have a really good life, like when you look at it from the side. Like, you think about, people tell you, like, what's the problem? You have a really good life, and still you'll feel horrible. And it's a thing, you know. It happens for sure. Can't avoid the fact that it happens. Having a happy life doesn't necessarily mean your mind will be happy. Mind is extremely complex in some ways, extremely simple in some ways, but also extremely complex, of course. So yeah, it's... Oof, lost myself there for a second. Forgot where I was going. I'd stop it for you this time. Haven't got anything interesting. How do I know how long I've been streaming? I can just look here. Hold on one sec. I'll just... Alright, let's land here. Just a bit of a nicer planet than the other two. At least in terms of weather and whatnot. Looks like it. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to figure out... I wonder... Okay. So we've been live for... How do I see it? 48 minutes. Impressive. Impressive. Sure. I need to set up some stuff. This YouTube channel, you know? Definitely need some more stuff. Alright. Or just some intense hit bursts maybe, so it's really not that bad. Some interesting animals over here. That's pretty huge. Oh, don't be afraid. You can all eat if you want. You all deserve a piece of food. hi here, see what's going on. Sure, let's get this. Jeez. And you, because you just not nice. Alright, let's fly around a bit. So yeah, we're up, traveling in space, and there is so much we can talk about. If only you all would join me on the stream, don't you think? I know, why would anyone join when there's the channel is, yeah, I don't even have a profile picture, I think, right? I need to figure all that out, but me doing the stream is a starting point. So even if it takes, you know, I can do a few more streams even if it's empty, and it's perfectly fine as long as I keep on doing them. And it's fine because the beginning is gonna be extremely slow anyway. It's perfectly fine. All I want at the end of the day is to find some people I can both have fun conversation, meaningful, deep, however you want to call it, just a good conversation about stuff that actually matters for people, and also hopefully help people that were in a similar situation as I was up until lately, which was really not fun to be in. I would say for quite a few years. It wasn't an enjoyable experience, I would call it, to be and do stuff. Even if I did, as we talked about before, even if I did fun stuff, it didn't really transfer too much. It was kind of empty. And I know a lot of people say that, yeah, sometimes it cannot be cured anymore. Sometimes you just lose the feeling for happiness. And I truly believe that's not true. There is feelings don't disappear. It's a very complex thing. Now, yes, there is some very specific mental disorder and stuff and chemical stuff that may be in the brain that can prevent some feelings. I agree. That is a whole other issue, and I'm no psychologist or whatnot, as you figure it out by me not being able to learn anywhere. So, but yeah, as long as it's not that case and it's purely out of depression, clinical depression, definitely a complicated subject. I am, again, no doctor in any way. I believe that anyone can find that feeling of happiness. I believe there is a way to conquer even problems that originate from chemical things that happen in our brain, body, whatever, such as ADHD. Yeah, ADHD also causes some special things in the brain and in the body, to my knowledge. I don't know too much specifics. Don't remember to say about it accurately, at least. But I still do believe, not that I think ADHD is a bad thing, by the way, to anyone else that has experienced this very interesting kind of life. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think there is a way to make it beautiful, as I hope some of you have learned by now. It can be an amazing asset in life if it's being used and treated correctly. It can be horrible and a great hassle to deal with. It really all depends on how you treat it, treat your life, treat yourself. It's a mixture of everything, of course. Oh, no, I didn't mean to. Alright, you investigate and I'll go away. That's what we do when we do crime here in No Man's Sky. We just run away. Like the cowards that we are. We have time for this. Oh, this is super heated. It means we get super extra jetpack actually. Now, this doesn't make sense. When things get extra heated, normally the things that are getting heated to begin with suffer. In No Man's Sky, they get better. Yeah. Which is beautiful. We love it. We love to see it. It gets better so we can travel further. As you can see, I haven't touched the ground in quite a while. I think we're also climbing. I can barely see a thing. I'm sure you can see a thing as well. So why would it be enjoyable for either of us? Let's do something about it. No, don't be scared. It's just my ship. It ain't gonna hurt you. As I decide to, and I'm not planning on doing this. Promise. Nice. 4 out of 14. Yeah, we're not getting that. To anyone that doesn't know, if you discover all fauna on the planet, you can go into discoveries. I'm showing it to myself, this is ridiculous. You can go into discoveries, go here, and as you can see, completely receive a set amount of nanites. It changes, depends on the planet and how many fauna, I guess. But yeah, you can do this. So sometimes it's worth looking if this, but as you can see, I have enough nanites, enough money, so I'm good. This is all thanks to YouTube, to be fair. Not my amazing gaming abilities. And next system, I guess. Why can't I? Can I please bring my... Okay, no. Are you kidding me? They took my spot. They took my parking spot. Look at that. They took my space shield parking spot. Oh, finally. There's a faster way to do it. I'm sure we're all aware of it. It just pulse out of there. You can summon it for the while pulsing, so yeah, kind of super quick. But we sometimes like doing things the long way, because it's interesting. Jeez, I was talking about something, wasn't I? Completely forgot about it. Just flew out of my mind. Flew out of my mind. We want to look for, yeah, F or G. Hopefully 5, 5, 6. Oh, F6. All right, yeah, with as much, practically as big a system as we can get. So there's a lot of options there. Ooh. Let's just stretch a little bit. Ooh. Nice. I need to fix the light somehow. I don't even know how, honestly. Make a nicer light. Let's see what we deal with. See what we deal with. Sure. Okay. Okay. I don't know if miasmatic, hopefully I'm saying this right, miasmatic. I don't know if it's part of the nicer planets. I'll check it. Viridescent, I think it is. Pretty sure it is, although it has sentinel activity, so that kind of sucks. And foggy definitely. And gentle mist weather. Oof, that sounds so nice. Toxic outbursts, that doesn't sound nice. Boiling monsoons. Do you want to go in a boiling monsoon? I don't. We'll still probably try to see if we could. How does it look over there? Hopefully it won't be boiled, you know? Let's take this shot. Interesting. Oh my god. My captain parked right on that. Hope he doesn't get a ticket. And this is the Descent, this is the Icebound. Do we have there? Miasmatic, so I'm assuming this is the Foggy, right? No, that's the whatever that's called. Indistant, whatever. Okay, so that would be the Foggy, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's the Foggy. So let's first go to this one, which had the boiling monsoons, right? Yes, it did. I'm gonna go over there where there's a little sun, because it's nicer. It does look nice. It does look like a nice planet. Look at the view. Oh, rendering is doing good. Good job, good job. Or maybe when I fly with these ships, because they're a little on the faster side, the rendering is a little, as you can see, things are disappearing when I fly here, but not so much at the moment. Not so much. This is such an interesting experience. I'm not really sure what to talk about. I'm sure I've started a few subjects and I forgot about them. 100%. It's just a normal experience of me talking. I don't see a boiling monsoon, but that's beautiful though. It's a nice crater canyon. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to talk about, because I would love to just talk about things that people would love specifically to hear about, that they were interested about, questions that they had, that they wondered to themselves and wanted to share, so we can think about together. I have a lot of them randomly. I'll start writing them down. I'll have some subjects for streams. Damn, that's it. But see, that's why we're streaming. That's how we figure out how to stream. That's why it's important to start streaming, even if you're not really prepared to start streaming. Just start it out. It's not like success is gonna happen, like you need to be prepared for thousands of years in like a week. Just start it off, let it go, and just keep on being busy with it. And again, for me, the stream success is people just how do you call it? Is if the stream helps someone through the day. Even if it just helps, like I would love it to help people immensely with anything, with life, with whatever, helping them out of bad situations. Not because I want to be the savior, just because I know that it's hard to get out of this, and sometimes a little help goes a long way. I've been there. Sometimes, like it was for me, some of the right conversations, the right game can really help towards really big progress. So I want to give people another option to this. Hopefully I can be one of these options. I don't know. Friends have normally liked my advices throughout life quite a lot, so I figured, why should it be limited only to my friends? There's so many people maybe I can help to. So yeah, I figured we do this, and then if the stream somehow helps someone, whether it's from something that just to deal with a week, just to make their day a little better because they had a bad day, all these things, all these options, for me this is means the stream is being successful, whether it's one viewer at a time that is watching and getting the help, or 2 people or 100 people. That doesn't matter, as long as there's someone that's getting something from the stream in a term of enjoyment. Yeah, you got it. There's a limit to how much I can explain it with my limited amount of words. Just because my brain doesn't always like producing words when I need them. He do it randomly whenever he wants. Oh, what's that? That's a pretty one. That's a white one. I don't think I've seen a white one like this before. Actually, super cool. Let's take a picture. Three, 2, 1. Nice. Here, have some food. Oh, you all want some food? You can all get some food. Now we need Galaxy 30, so let me just... You can see this. Sorry for pausing the game. Just taking this last picture and putting it in... what you call it, in the right folder for the right galaxy, so that way I can go back to said place if I want to, or also in the same sense I can how you call it, on the sky, Galaxy 30, nice. I can share it with people that want to, maybe people want this octopus crab thing, I don't know how to call it. And so I try to document it as, how do you call it? As organized as possible. To organize it, what did I just say? To organize it as much as possible so I can help other people find this stuff as well, you know, because there's what, about 18 quintillion planets in No Man's Sky. So obviously one player cannot find absolutely everything. People that have been played for thousands of hours still once in a while encounter stuff that I've never seen before. I myself have about 200 hours, not that much. Not that well. Started about a month and a half ago-ish. And yeah, from the moment I've started, the first moment was a little harsh because there's so much to get used to as someone who's not used to survival games really. But it was after that first part that you get used. Also, there's so many exploits and glitches, and the game just allows you to change difficulty setting to just remove prices, just have everything free. So yeah, at some point you realize the game is actually extremely friendly to you, and you can do it however you want. The game basically invites you to cheat from its own settings. So yeah, I dove right in, and this game just has so much, which is why I document anything that looks quite interesting. These I've seen before. I have this kind of style documented somewhere, to my knowledge, so I'm not too excited. I mean, they are pretty cool, to be fair. I think, yeah, I even adopted one of those. We can see him here. See? This is the one with the crystals on its back instead of the weird reverse Elvis. Hey there, buddy. Look at him, he's so cute. Can he keep up? Yeah, he can keep up. He is quick. Can he keep up with this? Look at him go. Damn. Oh, he went straight in the hole and straight out. Hi there, buddy. Who is a nice little weird animal? Oh, let me make this life easier for you. Let's remove these horrible things. Nice. Yes. Let's go. Oh, this is a nice planet, but not as nice as I would have wanted to find. But yeah, we'll have enough time and streams to find the perfect planet, right? There's no rush, as per usual. How long has this been going on? Let me see. Let me see. So we're over an hour in. I think considering everything, the fact that I started and had to cancel and fix my audio and redo all the settings and whatnot, I feel like maybe this is enough for today. I feel I've said a lot for the first stream, and there's a lot of streams to come, so there's a lot of things to say, and I want people to hear that, so you know, it will be beneficial, because I already heard my things all the time in my brain that keeps going forever. So yeah, thank you for everyone that's joined. Anyone that perhaps have went through, although I've seen there is 2 views and I was this 2 views, so you know, I know there wasn't anyone, but thank you everyone for watching. It's been lovely to stream. I've enjoyed every single moment. Hopefully I will see more people in the next time. We'll see what happens. Good night and have a wonderful everything.